Salut Cédric sur YouTube. On attend que ça commence. Il commence à l'heure, contrairement à Tesla. Bravo.
Hello everyone,
Hello.
I'm Nihong. Welcome to the launch event of NIO EL6. 2 years ago, we have brought NIO's vision, Blue Sky Coming, to Europe. We now serve our users in Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. Today, we are here to introduce you the NIO EL6.
Alors, avec de l'image
It is
sur
a
Twitch, ce
premium
serait mieux.
mid-size SUV. It could be a star in its segment. The first generation of EL6 began its legend in June 2019. During the past 4 years, it has been a capable and reliable companion for more than 120,000 users for over 4.7 billion kilometers of joyful journey. Like EL6, the users are all around. They are competent in their professions, responsible for their families, curious about the world, and always keen on social well-being. Life is on. It describes users' cast of mind and also depicts what EL6 will bring to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the new generation of NIO EL6.
Incroyable.
It is a smart, electric, all-around SUV. Now, I'd like to hand over to 4 of my colleagues, Andreas, Danilo, Sia, and Ted. They will navigate you through the highlights of NIO EL6. First, let's welcome NIO's design director, Andreas Nielsen.
Thank you, Leon. Hello, everyone. I'm Andreas. Let me start by briefly touching on our design principles that I spoke about at our Berlin event. As I said then, at NIO, we believe that design is a way to express who you are or what you want to become and what you believe in. Now, when you encounter a NIO, you will experience an honest, pure design expression containing caring materials, human qualities, based on a visionary, progressive idea, and brought into action in a sophisticated way. Pure, human, progressive, and sophisticated is our DNA and how we design. When we were tasked with designing the EL6, we started from those principles and applied them to all the targets given to us. The result is a competent mid-size SUV that adopts NIO's latest design language. It is dynamic, uncluttered, and refined. Size-wise, we ended up at roughly 4.85 meters length, just a little bit narrower than 2 meters, and about 1.7 meter high, with a wheelbase of a little over 2.9 meters. One of our key objectives was to create a balanced, stable look with a dynamic stance. Drawing inspiration from NIO's the long wheelbase, together with the low stance and wide body, creating ultimate proportions. The fluid, yet solid shoulder, matched with the defined arches, and the all-black cabin, together create a perfect balance of volume and proportion, resulting in a sense of movement even when standing still, but without losing that sense of stability. Another objective was to make it unmistakably NIO by incorporating our distinct design traits. For example, the diamond-cut front end and the iconic X-bar, perfectly blending with the headlights. Here, with aerodynamic air curtain integrated in a progressive way. Another one is how the watchtower sensor sits perfectly integrated in our AD band on the roof, together with the center LiDAR. A NIO trademark that has become somewhat of an industry norm. EL6 features flush glass, the complete length of the cabin, giving an uninterrupted, pure and clean experience. Furthermore, flush door handles, enabling a graceful experience at both opening and closing. Extend and retract gracefully like a natural inviting gesture. The EL6 maximizes purity in every detail of design and function. The light details are sophisticated accents against the pure canvas. The light turns on with an animation creating a subtle ceremony with a human touch. The double-dash daytime running lights, a distinct expression of the front, like assertive eyes adding character to the face. The smart matrix headlight adopts core LED modules of 100 pixels, where each module can be controlled independently. They are confident in their appearance, without any need for excessive decoration, pure and sophisticated. The turn signal, our shy light, is seamlessly integrated into the side mirrors when turned off. When engaged, it lights up a thin, precise light strip composed of 42 LEDs. Our aluminum blade light in the tail, with super red LED technology, which describes the contour of the surface of the rear with precision, coupled with NIO's widest high-mounted brake light, also in super red. Together makes the rear strikingly powerful, emphasizing the athletic stance and the visual stability. All of these details illustrate how we have applied our NIO DNA to the EL6. Pure, human, progressive, and sophisticated. Colors originating from the most beautiful skies add to the character of this car. The EL6 is offered in 10 gorgeous colors, including the exclusive Galaxy Shadow.
Ouais, mais ça va bien.
Now, athletic proportions, dynamic stance, and a pure surfacing with sophisticated and progressive details creates a true everyday hero, the EL6. And I believe once you experience it in person, you will definitely fall in love with it. Now, let's welcome my colleague Danilo, Principal Chief Engineer, to share with you the performance of this wonderful car.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Andreas. Hello, everyone. I'm Danilo, and I want to welcome all of you to this launch event. Now, high performance is in NIO DNA since day one, and the EL6 is absolutely no exception. With its dynamic stance, the EL6 delivers exceptional performance on par with any sport car. In NIO, we believe that dual motor layout is the golden standard for a premium electric vehicle. So EL6 features the next generation high-efficiency smart electric drive system with 150 kilowatt induction motor in the front and a 210 kilowatt permanent magnet motor at the rear. Combined peak power of 360 kilowatt and a peak torque of 700 Newton meter, which translates to more than 7,000 Newton meter at the wheels. And we're also using the latest silicon carbide technologies to maximize the efficiency of these powerful machines, converting up to 93.5% of the energy into motion. with this power, and thanks to our lightweight design, EL6 is a member of the 4 seconds club, capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 in only 4.5 seconds. Thank you. Yeah. And this is in line with premium high-performance cars. EL6 sprint fast, but it brakes sharply too. The high-performance 4-piston caliper developed by NIO makes responsive braking possible. And it is also cast in a single aluminum piece to minimize the mass. Braking distance of EL6 is only 34.5 meters, and this class-leading braking performance offers you better reassurance. It brakes sharply, but also very smoothly. The EL6 is equipped with the ISS. We can achieve smooth, stable braking without nose-diving, even in slow-moving traffic. But we also all know how exciting it can be to drive on certain European roads. EL6 provides a perfect balance between precision and agility and comfort and stability, making use out wide wheel tracks, 50-50 weight distribution, and a very low center of gravity. And all this contributes to the confident and composed handling. With premium hardware, EL6 dynamics achieve much better extensibility and safety. Thanks to NIO Intelligent Chassis Controller, or ICC, and its photo capability, the chassis can iterate its experience constantly. All EL6 are equipped with the 3rd generation continuous damping control, or CDC. It allows damper adjustment of up to 500 times per second and a damping force adjustment of up to 6,000 Newton in just 10 milliseconds. As we know, one of the most important contributions to the dynamic experience comes from tires. In NIO, all our tires are specifically developed for each model in multiple options. And EL6 comes with a choice of low resistance or more dynamic tires to better fit our user preferences. All tires are treated with silent foam to maximize the quietness on board. And a variety of rim designs will suit your needs in all scenarios. As of today, EL6 is equipped with 9 different driving modes that fulfill the needs of multiple driving scenarios. More modes will become available in the future through our software updates. And it is not just about the high performance. A premium car has to be relaxing and reassuring. Ultimate reassurance comes from confident control, reliable protection. EL6 is engineered according to the 5-star safety standards of Euro NCAP and any other global requirement. The steel and aluminum hybrid material body is of ultra-high strength. Moreover, in the rear floor, C-pillar and D-pillar, we adopt the integrated aluminum mega-casting technology, reducing more than 65 parts and 30% of the body mass. Overall, is lighter, stronger, and give more space back for the occupants. The aerodynamic silhouette of the EL6 achieves a drag coefficient of 0.25, which is really outstanding among SUVs. This, combined with the lightweight design and other energy-efficient solutions, contributes to a longer range and a worry-free experience. Speaking of range, NIO has the unique power solution. Every NIO car comes with a chargeable, swappable, and upgradable architecture. At launch, we will offer 2 battery options, the 75 kWh standard range battery and the 100 kWh long-range battery.
L'efficience, c'est pas terrible. Hein.
In addition of charging,
400 km pour 75 kWh.
The fully automated battery swap.
Putain.
You can stay in the car for the
C'est
whole
nul, hein.
time.
Désolé. Hein.
You don't have to wait outside in the rain, waste time looking for a usable charger,
500 km,
or be bothered by heavy charging cables. And the full charge will take you only the time of your favorite song. By the end of May, we have already deployed more than 16 power swap stations in Europe, and we expect to reach 70 by the end of this year, bringing to more users the easy and worry-free experience of driving battery electric vehicles. Now, I'd like to invite our interior designer, Sia. She will take us through the beautiful interior of the EL6. Sia, please.
Je reviens en arrière vite fait. 529 à 100 kWh. Bah franchement, ils auraient dit 600, ok, pourquoi pas, mais 529, c'est pas terrible. Pour une telle batterie, on peut mieux faire, hein, clairement. Décevant NIO.
Now the EL6 comes with all-round improvements in the second living space. More human, more sophisticated, more premium. Sustainable rattan and invisible air vents are organically integrated, bring the natural vibes to the cabin. The same acoustic fabric for top-class home theater, skin-friendly and antibacterial switch material, the soft and subtle microfiber highliner altogether contribute to a great comfort at each touch. The waterfall ambient lighting with 256 color options support multiple modes, including breathing effect, color changing, and rhythmic effect, illuminating the space according to your mood. The EL6 has 4 interior themes, all inspired by the natural earth tones, including warm gravel, sepia brown, K2 green, and onyx black. A well-lighted second living space. Based in warm sunlight, the EL6 ultra-fit comfort seats adopt the seat platform developed by NIO to create the ultimate comfort for you. The front seat comes standard with the air cushion system, and it can gently massage your back by inflating and deflating its 3 air packs, reducing your fatigue from a long trip. The optional spa-level 8-point Siaz massage provides 5 modes and 2 levels of strength for you to choose from. The massage supports OTA updates, constantly improving comfort. The 3D molar fiber is equivalent to 10,000 mini springs, giving you a delicate touch. The model comes standard with seat heating on the front seat, and optional with the seat ventilation, whose innovative air suction feature makes the seat even more comfortable and breathable. The 4-way adjustable headrest with wider shapes and floating design can provide better support according to the driver's body shape. Your loved one, of course, deserves the ultimate comfort. The EL6 also offers NIO's innovative lounge seat as an option, equipped with power-adjustable leg support and footrest. It can set into the zero-gravity position, which forms to 120-degree angles, and 160-degree recline position in one touch. With the 3-zone heating, 8-point spa massage, and 22-way free adjustment, the lounge seat meets all your expectations for an ultimate comfort. Passengers on the rear seats can enjoy the same level of comfort. The EL6 has the widest seating space and the largest head and leg room for the rear row in its class. With the soft wrap 510mm long cushion and the one-of-a-kind 8-degree power-adjustable bike rest on the left and the right, the seats are comfortable to sit in any way. As an all-round SUV, the EL6, with its versatile and expandable space, can cope with all scenarios. The trunk had 3 levels of storage space, which can be flexibly adjusted according to the size of the loaded cargo, with a volume of up to 668 liters, the largest in its class. The secondary backrest is 4-4 splittable, flush with the trunk after folding down. Your skis can now fit just right. With all backrests folded down, the maximum storage is 1,430 liters. So your kids' bikes and camping gear can all easily fit. The ultra-scalable EL6
Oh
lets
putain,
you
Raymond
fully
de
enjoy
Mechneck,
your
sur un
hobbies.
kick. Salut à toi.
With the electric tow bar and a maximum towing capacity of 1.2 tons, your bike or motorboat can all come along. The EL6 creates a sophisticated, comfortable, and all-round second living room, making every trip pleasant and soothing.
Ah bah c'est une chinoise du coup.
Now, I'd like to invite
Vu que
my
c'est une marque
colleague,
chinoise du coup,
Ted Lee,
c'est logique.
Head of Product Experience, who will introduce the leading smart features of the EL6.
Thank you, Sia. Hello, I'm Ted. NIO Smart System is
C'est
at
pas mal,
the
c'est
core
pas mal.
of all digital
Ils ont progressé
experiences.
quand même.
It consists of 5
Certains modèles
pillars:
restent un peu cheap, mais
vehicle computing platform,
globalement
operating
ça a
system,
monté en gamme. Hein.
smart hardware, smart algorithms, and smart
Salut
applications.
Abdel.
Every system grows and evolves in an organic and sustainable way. That's why we name NIO's smart systems after the name of trees. The EL6 is equipped with NIO's
Bon, après,
latest
les
smart
NIO, elles sont
system,
chères, quoi.
Banyan. It features industry-leading
Elles sont
hardware
chères,
and brand new
elles
software
sont
architecture.
bien finies, mais elles sont
With
chères.
more cross-domain integration, better connectivity,
C'est pas la marque chinoise la moins
enhanced
chère, hein, clairement
communication,
pas.
and more convenient upgrades. The EL6 is a smart digital cockpit. The Qualcomm 8155 gives the car the best-in-class connectivity and communication. 4G, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi 6, UWB, and NFC are all standard on the EL6. From in-car experience to off-car controls, from easy entry to hassle-free OTA updates, everything is seamlessly connected. AMOLED center display, HDR cluster, enhanced HUD, HDR rear control panel, and the
Oh, yep,
ultra-large in-car AI companion Nomi continue to grow. The 4 microphone arrays and dedicated NPU core allow Nomi to recognize your voice and location precisely. The independent sound zone gives every occupant an exclusive space to talk with
Vas-y,
Nomi.
vas-y, envoie.
Nomi
De toute façon, y a
supports
personne sur
over
YouTube,
200
là, je sais pas ce
commands,
qui-
far more
Tout le monde s'en
advanced
fout de NIO,
than
visiblement.
any other in-car voice assistant.
Envoie tes questions.
Thank you.
C'est tellement passionnant, faut dire, cette conférence.
As an emotion companion on the road, Nomi can start navigation,
Non mais
Adjust
le mec,
cabin
le gros
temperature,
espèce de robot
play
avec les
music,
yeux là,
and
ça sert à
answer
quoi
questions.
ça, sérieux?
giving you and your family a thoughtful and
Franchement,
hassle-free
sérieux.
experience. This time, we would like to introduce to you a new companion, Nomi Halo. It glows and glitters, communicating with you in a cool and techy voice. EL6 comes standard with child presence
L'espèce
detection.
de
It
robot
uses the
truc
cabin
avec les yeux
camera
là, ça vous
to
espionne en fait
detect
et
unattended child
quand vous vous
left in
endormez
the
ça
car
détecte, j'ai l'impression
and
que c'est
can
ça.
alert you.
Mais moi j'aimerais pas que ça me regarde tout le temps ce truc là en fait. C'est trop
Smart
bon quoi.
technologies
C'est une espèce de
make your
caméra.
journey more reassuring.
En plus on la voit
The
bien quoi.
EL6
C'est pas une
is
caméra qui est un
also
peu
a
planquée tu
mobile
vois.
media room.
T'as l'impression d'être espionné à 24 quand
NIO's
tu conduis en fait.
Panocinema takes
trop
immersive
bizarre.
audio and display experience to the next level. The 714
T'avais
surround
pas vu tes
system,
commentaires en haut.
featuring 23
Bah, si, ça passe,
speakers
c'est bon.
and Dolby Atmos, enveloping
23
all
haut-parleurs.
occupants in its vivid sound,
Mais c'est quoi? C'est une boîte de nuit
transforming
en
the
fait.
car into a concert hall on the
Oh là
wheels.
là.
Later this year, we will introduce NIO Air AR glasses to Europe.
Trop haut-parleurs.
It is co-designed by NIO and the leading AR brand NREAL. These goggles give you a comparable experience of watching 3D films on a 201-inch display. And there's more. The spatial stabilization algorithm allows a smooth and comfortable viewing experience for passengers even when the vehicle is moving. Your EL6 is your exclusive cinema, with an immersive experience unmatched by any physical screen. Besides, the fragrance system comes with 3 scents, freshening up your mind, together coupled with the waterfall ambient lighting and seat massage. Here is a grand feast of all your senses. A smarter EL6 is not only a creator, but also a guardian to your joyful lifestyle. The EL6 is standard with the NIO Aquila Super Sensing. The iconic watchtower design on the roof gives the sensors a broader and farther view. The ultra-long-range, high-resolution LiDAR has a detection range of up to 500 meters. It can precisely capture road information even in complicated lighting environments, such as at night or against a bright background, so as to detect risks earlier and react faster. The all-around perception enabled by 33 high-resolution sensors, including 7 8-megapixel cameras, lays the groundwork for NIO's assisted and intelligent driving. NIO Atom supercomputing is also standard on the EL6, achieving the industry-leading neural network computing power of more than 1,016 TOPS. In the coming years, this will continue to be the most powerful brain for intelligent and assisted driving. EL6 provides 23 advanced safety and driving assist features. All come standard on the EL6. We offer a full set of competitive features from high speed to parking, including lane centering control up to 180 kilometers per hour and automatic lane change assist. And we have one more thing. The smart matrix headlight can automatically control the direction of the high beams. According to the road information that be captured by LiDAR and front cameras, the headlight can direct and distribute its light in beams more accurately to avoid dazzling other road users, such as oncoming vehicles and vehicles in the front. Thank you.
Tous les gens qui applaudissent là. Bravo!
This makes driving in low lighting environment much safer. To make your trip in EV even more relaxing and convenient, we have developed
le truc
smart
avec les
charging.
yeux, ça me gênerait moi de conduire cette voiture en fait.
You can make your own charging plan based on your preferred charging
ranger
rate,
le truc, je sais pas.
power
S'il se
source,
rabat dans la
and
voiture.
even carbon emissions. Smart charging will also recharge your car according to your routine, such as departure time and the battery
oui,
level.
Fait un coup de gueule.
Convenient and smart
sur
charging
chaîne,
is now
d'ailleurs,
at your
ils ont tous
fingertips.
ragé. Bah tiens, je vais te donner la
All
vidéo,
these
comme ça, tu pourras
intelligent
commenter.
driving and digital cockpit
je vais trouver
features
ça.
can be updated over
De Lévis, ça va
80
encore,
new
mais
features
le range de
and
3 tonnes,
enhancements there.
je supporte
Next,
pas ce genre de véhicule.
we
quoi.
will bring more state-of-the-art features and
Franchement,
joyful
c'est
experiences
abusé, quoi. Mais
to
oui.
EL6 users,
Là, on est d'accord.
included in our next Banyan
La
2.0
Merco, elle
release.
est plutôt, ça va, aéro,
This
quoi.
is
Une
the
tonne 7,
EL6.
bon.
Superior
Ça, c'est pas le pire,
intelligence
quoi.
and
Le pire en
performance
thermique.
for a boundless, joyful and
Attends,
relaxing
je vais
journey.
filer ça.
Thank you.
Tac, tac.
Now, back to Li Hong.
Pierre, c'était son rêve apparemment. Il s'est dit, vas-y, je craque.
Thank you, Ted.
Ouais, après, bon,
Well,
des rêves chelous, quoi.
this is NIO
Attends, je t'envoie la
EL6,
vidéo, là, si tu veux les commenter, donner
and
ton avis,
that's the complete
et voir tous les
portrait.
trolls de Villebrequin
You can tell
qui
its
ragent.
premium value is in every detail,
Mais t'es
from
jaloux!
design to
T'as pas les moyens de te
performance,
payer ça.
from
Vous êtes
function
sur
to
le chat YouTube
intelligence.
aussi si vous voulez. Tu es jaloux.
You may enjoy it by yourself or with
Tu
your
rêves d'avoir la même
families
chose. Bah non,
or
en
friends.
fait. Clairement pas.
NIO EL6 is a car for
Mais
every
pas bon, c'est plus
scenario.
méchant.
It helps you to live, to work,
Ouais, clairement, bon,
To
après,
laugh
il verra bien, hein, si c'est fiable
and
ou pas déjà.
to explore.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a là? On a une autre voiture. Non mais désolé, mais le logo on dirait Citroën de loin. On dirait vraiment de loin le logo Citroën. Alors, quand on se rapproche, effectivement non. Mais de loin, ça me fait penser à... Le passant qui a 10 mètres ou 15, il va dire c'est une Citroën quoi. Je suis certain que ça va arriver ça. Mais oui, t'as vu... T'as buzzé, mais bad buzz là pour le coup. Tous les haters sont arrivés quoi. Ah là là, mais oui. Des loulous excessifs. Ouais. C'est le problème de cette communauté, c'est qu'ils sont trop fanboys quoi. Dès que tu critiques un truc qui va pas dans leur sens, ils pètent un peu le mec. Pareil sur les vidéos que j'ai fait sur le Gaston Show, les gens pas contents, les tweets que j'ai lus. Mais qui était pas, ferme ta gueule! Tu vas organiser ça, toi! Tu rages, t'es jaloux! Encore une fois, c'est tout le temps ça. Franchement, les mecs, un peu de doser quoi, un peu de dosage. Regardez, Citroën présente ses voitures électriques.
Life is on.
La Citroën EL6.
This is NIO EL6. Now maybe
Alors
you are
déjà, ça, c'est
curious about
plus
when
compact.
and how you can get such an exciting
Par
product.
contre, les noms, désolé, mais on s'y perd. Là.
EL6 will soon be available in Denmark,
On s'y
Germany,
perd.
the Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. In addition to the buying option, you can also subscribe to the EL6 for better flexibility.
Bah ouais, ils sont
As we
hardcore.
believe
Il y en
that
a qui sont plus raisonnables, mais bon, dans le lot,
is the new
faut les
premium.
compter sur le doigt de la main.
EL6 comes with two battery
Alors niveau
options.
tarif,
75 kWh at the standard
voilà, les
range and 100
tarifs,
kWh as
65
the
000
long
€ en
range.
Allemagne. Oh
You
là
can
là
choose
là là, pour
battery
75
capacity
kWh, mais ils
according
sont
to your
tarés.
needs. In addition, NIO offers battery as a service or BaaS.
Oh non, là c'est trop.
It means you can own a car while leasing the battery. BaaS lowers
Ah oui,
the
parce qu'en
initial
plus, t'as
purchase
une version moins chère, il faut
for
louer la
users
batterie
and
derrière, quoi.
offers the battery as a
300 balles.
real energy service.
Pour la version 100 kWh, 300 € par mois.
BaaS users can join the unique
Mais enfin,
battery
ils sont
swap
tarés en fait.
and the possibility of switching
On parlait
to
du
a
broquin,
different
là.
capacity on demand. In the meantime, we also have a limited time offer for reservations. From now
Non, mais enfin,
to
les mecs, ils sont hors
31st
sol.
of
Hein.
July,
Ils sont
users
déconnectés,
making
hein.
a reservation on the website and the NIO app will get a complimentary
Ah non,
comfort
non, pas de
package.
Toyota hybride.
It
Il
includes
faut une électrique, mais des
steering
électriques, il y en a
wheel
des moins chères à ce
heating,
prix-là.
front
Enfin,
seat
cette autonomie-là
ventilation
plutôt.
and massage,
Des beaucoup moins chères.
rear seat heating,
Comparons ce qui est comparable du coup.
smart fragrance, and illuminated door seal inlays. Starting the
Mais,
1st of
ce sont-
August, you
sont
can
ça.
build your own EL6 on the NIO website and the NIO app.
NIO,
The
ça va pas vraiment,
delivery
les gars.
will start in the fourth
Franchement, je
quarter
sais pas à quoi ils
this
s'attendent,
year.
mais bon. C'est peut-être du premium, mais bon, quand même, quoi. Ça reste une marque chinoise que personne ne
EL6,
connaît
a
au final.
versatile and all-around electric SUV. It's a real star. By providing better products
Bon,
and
bah, je sais pas
services,
ce qui est...
we believe
si vous
more
présentez une
people will
voiture.
choose EVs. With that, we are one step
Ça va pas donner
closer
grand-chose, je pense.
to the
Je sais pas qui
vision
va acheter ça, en
of
fait.
embracing
Quelle
the
cible
blue
va acheter ça, en
skies.
fait?
Thank you very much for joining us. See you.
C'est fini, là? D'accord. Ok. Mais pourquoi ils ont pas pris... Pourquoi ils ont pas... La ET5, du coup? Ah non, c'est une pause. ET5 Touring. Ah oui, d'accord. Ils font une pause, et après ils vont enchaîner sur le ET5 Touring. Ok. Ouais, alors le Ford Mustang Mach-E électrique, là... ah, je sais pas. Il a pas l'air ouf, quand même. Hein. il a pas l'air ouf. Après, c'est une proposition en plus. C'est un concurrent en plus, un modèle en plus. Ça fait du choix, mais bon. Ouais, je pense qu'il est pas exceptionnel, honnêtement. Il a autour de 600, le Mustang. 600 km à peu près d'autonomie. Ce qui est pas mal après. Après, c'est que sur route et en ville, hein. C'est pas sur autoroute évidemment. Relativisons. Et moi j'en ai déjà une à Raymond, une électrique. C'est une Kia NIO qui m'a pas coûté 50 000 du coup, qui aurait plus coûté dans les 35. Ce qui est déjà beaucoup pour une voiture. Dans les 50 000, bon, t'as les Tesla après. Hein. T'as les Tesla, c'est un bon choix, c'est un choix sûr. C'est le choix de la raison, si on peut dire. Surtout qu'elles ont baissé les tarifs depuis peu là, donc bon, c'est quand même des choix. Alors Monsieur Sangui, tu as manqué la présentation de la NIO EL6. Je t'invite à éventuellement retourner en arrière dans le live. Grosso modo, tu as deux choix de batterie, 75 et 100 kWh, 406 pour la première, 529 pour la deuxième, autonomie. Et le prix, c'est à partir de 65 000 € en Allemagne pour la 75 kWh. Tu as aussi une version à 50 000, mais avec location de batterie, qui est à plus de 200 € par mois. Donc c'est n'importe quoi en fait les prix. Salut Emmanuel. T'as eu que des voitures de boîte, tu veux te prendre une voiture pour ta retraite? Ah bah oui, du coup il faudrait, parce que quand tu seras à la retraite, tu n'auras plus de voiture de fonction du coup. Bah c'est pas mal ça, si t'as eu que des voitures de fonction, hein, si t'as pas eu à investir dans une voiture au final. C'est le bon plan. Ah oui, non mais ils sont hors sol, hein. Alors certes, elle est pas mal, hein, la voiture elle est bien finie, c'est un break et tout, mais bon, au final, les tarifs c'est n'importe quoi en fait. C'est grotesque. De toute façon, NIO ils se sont positionnés comme marque premium. Donc c'est ça le problème aussi quoi.
Hello and welcome to
Tiens,
NIO
là,
House
tu peux
in
pas faire
Frankfurt.
des produits
I'm
pas
Ben
chers.
Collins and over the years I've driven almost every kind of car on the planet,
C'est ça
from
le
Le Mans
problème.
races to Hollywood car chases. I even hid behind this helmet driving the latest and
Donc là ils vont
greatest cars
présenter
on TV.
d'autres modèles.
But when it comes to everyday heroes, nothing provides the design, performance and practicality of the station wagon. From daily drives to family vacations, fast blasts and epic escapes. The station wagon is like the Swiss Army knife of the car world, and now there's a new one.
C'est ça sur côté, bah non je trouve pas. Non non ça va. C'est côté comme ça doit l'être. Surtout qu'ils ont baissé les prix récemment, donc c'est plutôt pas mal. Le T5 étant très bien, mais vu les prix et surtout la
Which is
boîte,
another way of saying
ouais,
it's
je suis
made for
d'accord.
real people in the real world. But it's not just been developed for real people, it's been developed with real
Le
people.
problème de la
on
Tesla,
real
c'est
life
que mon garage est trop
adventures.
petit en
And today,
fait.
we're going to meet some of them and find out how the ET5
Donc,
touring
c'est pas une option.
fits into their world. From
C'est trop gros.
breathtaking Nordic landscapes to the busy
Et
streets
puis j'ai
of
pas besoin d'une voiture
Shanghai,
si grosse, hein,
our journey takes
pour le
us
coup.
across 6 different countries on 2 continents. Starting
Déjà
in
que le Niro est
Scandinavia,
gros, je trouve.
we're about to find out what the ET5
C'est
touring
vraiment
looks
la
like
limite que je me
through a
fixe quoi.
photographer's
4,50 m de long. Ou un peu moins, mais 4,45 m quoi. 4,40 m 45 et 1,83 m de large, c'est déjà beaucoup pour une seule personne.
Any good car or brand in general already encompasses the story. If the car designer have nailed it,
Oui, la
it makes
touch money,
my life a lot
ou la
easier
kick money,
because I can
bon.
just build on top of
Pour
that.
l'instant, c'est pas ça. Hein. Il va falloir faire des streams pendant 1000 ans
My name
quoi.
is Oscar Backe. In essence, photography, it's about telling a story. And by doing so, you need to understand the company
Qui est
and the
cette personne?
product that you're shooting. From
Photographe.
there, I start building a first idea around location or a style, and so on. And once it's done, it kind of gets more technical.
D'ailleurs, Raymond, hein, n'hésite pas à seber sur Kik si tu veux.
You start to appreciate every small element, like the frameless doors or the
Et
smooth
puis c'est
door
sûr que la
handles.
vie est l'autre.
As a
Ah oui, au moins.
photographer, it's my job to find this
Après les avoir
design, to
clashés.
show the shapes and to tell the story.
Surtout qu'ils aiment pas les voitures
The
électriques
ET5
globalement.
Touring
Donc,
has a timeless design.
Après,
From
moi
the
je les aime
silhouette
bien. Hein.
to the details,
C'est ça le truc.
those touring proportions just feel
Ils sont
right.
sympathiques.
It strikes a fine
Sauf que,
balance
bon, ils sont un peu
between
anti-électriques, c'est un peu le
practicality
problème.
and sportiness.
For me,
Et donc
it's
c'est
about
connoté
the
par
first
conséquent
gut
l'est
feel
aussi.
or emotion when I see the car. That's the important thing, and then I try to
Cette voiture, c'est en
reverse
plus pour marcher
engineer
avec un
that
Audi
feeling into an image. So for
Ah non,
instance,
parce
like
qu'au
looking at this
final,
car and this
ils vont la sortir en Europe.
majestic
Donc,
rear end of it, it just
mais elles se ressemblent,
looks
c'est ça le truc en plus.
complete.
Quoi.
And what are the best
Alors, les noms se
angles to
ressemblent,
capture that
les
in
voitures
one
se
single
ressemblent.
frame?
Life
Comment
is
tu
one
les
of the
différencies en
most
fait?
creative aspects of automotive photography.
C'est con, hein, mais
There's so many
c'est la vérité, quoi.
reflections, materials, textures,
Les
and
NIO, t'arrives pas à les
angles that
différencier,
all
en fait.
interact with lights. So a lot of my
C'est chaud, quand
planning
même.
is around finding the best lights,
Rien que les noms, quoi.
producing artificial light to fit with and enhance the car's design.
I'm a real sucker for wagons.
Il y a des bornes
They
au
were
milieu de
an
montagne.
integral
Oh bah alors ça
part
dépend bien,
growing
je suis
up
pas
in
sûr.
Sweden, especially as an active kid who loved skiing.
Après, vu que
As
en
I've gotten
montagne,
older, I
bon,
still
il faut grimper, mais
throw
quand tu
skis in the
descends,
back,
tu
and
consommes rien. En
as
fait,
often
tu
as I
recharges la
can,
batterie.
we're hitting the
Tu
slopes
recharges
on
ta
the
batterie quand tu
weekends.
descends la
And for
montagne.
work, obviously, I
Mais
need
vraiment,
something that can
c'est pas une
easily
blague.
take all my camera gear.
Bon, par contre, pour
I
monter,
always
ça
try to
consomme
find
vraiment
the unique
évidemment.
character or identity of a product or a brand. For this car, I feel like just the whole
Ils sont grésillés, hein.
wide taillight is such a
pas normal.
statement. Together with a little
Ça ne devrait
spoiler
pas,
on top,
normalement.
they kind of completes the
C'est que
silhouette.
parfois.
And I think just the watchtower of this car is such
pas tout
a
le temps.
unique feature. And
Bizarre.
what I love with it is just reminds me of the roof scoop on top of a race
Étonnant,
car.
ça.
Drones are such a great way to find new angles. Cars like the Touring look super cool from above, and you also get a new, interesting perspective of everything around the
Quand
car.
j'étais censé
In a
avoir réglé
way,
le problème, c'est
what I'm
bizarre.
actually
J'ai pas
doing
d'explication.
is interpreting and
Là, c'est j'aurais
translating
pu faire
all of the
vraiment.
work and decisions that went into making this amazing physical thing. And the output, in my case, is an image that hopefully tells and enhances
Ouais,
the
bah,
very
merci
same
de me
story.
prévenir, hein, c'est pas les
A
autres qui le
car
diraient
will
du
show
coup.
its best sides in its natural environment, and tying it all back to the art of storytelling.
Ça part et ça revient.
What
Ça
could
s'en
be
va et ça
better than
revient.
an epic journey or adventure through the breathtaking nature of Norway?
Est-ce que c'est mieux le
This is
son de la
the perfect
présentation? De
car
toute façon, lui, il paplate il parle anglais, de toute façon. Normalement, c'est bon là.
Spending all of this time looking at a car through the viewfinder and later in Photoshop, you really come to appreciate
Ah, je sais
how
pas,
much
après,
thought
normalement,
goes into great car design. The car is an artwork. Are my
Pas
images art
grésillé,
too?
bon, c'est
I guess that's
c'est
in the eye of
dommage,
the
c'est
beholder.
dommage. Allez, on va sur le plateau. On dirait le plateau de
Stunning
Top
scenes,
Gear. Là.
fantastic photography, and how cool does that car look against that backdrop?
Pas de grésillement là.
Looking at the
bon, tant mieux.
tyres, did you take it for a cheeky drive?
Gotta try out the Sport Plus.
The tyres tell the story. Anyway, great job. Of course, there's a big team of people at NIO to make sure that the cars all look great, and now I'm joined by one of the designers, Guillaume, to tell us how he did it.
Guillaume.
And what is it that makes a great
C'est
estate
revenu,
car,
mais
or
c'est une
tourer,
blague.
or shooting brake? I don't know what you choose to call it.
Comment c'est
At
possible
NIO,
que
we
ça
call it
s'envoie que ça
touring
revienne comme
because it's
ça?
our most
Pourtant,
daring
je bouge
and
pas, hein.
dynamic product. And at the end, every product that we design, we do it
Surveille
with
la barre
around 4 design
du stream,
principles,
au
which
passage.
are called pure, human, progressive,
Là,
and
ça devrait pas le faire
sophisticated.
normalement.
So the pure aspect on that car is especially first the silhouette. So you can see we made it as clean
pas,
as
bizarre.
possible, as pure as possible. And then after, a touring for us is two things. It's the perfect combination
Ouais,
between
elle a l'air
beauty
plus courte, hein,
and
celle-là, elle a l'air
function.
moins longue,
So
plus
that's why
compacte.
we really extended the
Après,
rear
elles ont
of
de belles
the
lignes, hein,
car,
je dis pas,
so you
mais
have
bon.
way more luggage capacity.
C'est hors
And
de prix,
after,
quoi.
we
Puis
wrapped
la
all the
taille des jantes,
surfaces around
c'est
the
des jantes
cabin
plus, ça,
to
au
give
moins.
something way more bold and daring. And after, it's mainly all the work that we did here, especially with this, you see this voluptuous area. So when you look in real perspective like this, it gives so much power to the car. Then for us, aero is really important, you know, especially
Oui,
for a
c'est un Français,
touring
vu
car
l'accent.
because it's way bigger.
Guillaume.
So we developed different features for it, but I have to say my favorite one is
C'est vrai,
the
Manuel.
spoiler
Après,
that we developed with the aero team.
C'est NIO
So you
Europe,
can see it
donc,
has
du
a
coup,
really unique design with these two
j'imagine
diagonal
qu'ils ont
lines
plein d'employés
pointing to
européens,
the camera.
pas forcément
And
asiatiques.
if you notice, you have just
Comme lui,
a
le
little
français Guillaume,
depression
le designer.
here, and then this is improving the drag coefficient of the car.
So it's super subtle, but it's creating downforce as well, and it's more efficient through the air.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's great. I also love this brake light, this blade. It's a really vivid color. Looks
Yeah,
cool.
and we have this super slim signature, really recognizable for NIO, and we call it the Illumi blade. So it has this strong red, which is really unique for the brand. And as you see, it's wrapping and going really well to the fender. So it makes something way more coherent.
So another big feature in the profile is the wheels. It's actually quite a big part of the car, isn't it?
Yeah, for us, the rim are really a sophisticated part. Because when you look at the profile of a car, at the end, it's 20% of the car, just the rim design. So I would say it's kind of the shoes of the car. So this one was developed by the team to fit with this elegant feeling of the car. So I can see we decided to do a multi-spoke rim. So we call it the silver crystal rim. So you have like these different spokes which are done with a technique called diamond cut. So you really see this really technical treatment, which is really giving something elegant to the car.
The other thing I noticed about this was the technology when I was driving around the car park, very tight spaces, and you've got this watchtower with these cameras very on high, and you get this incredible bird's eye view, and it really narrows it down right down to the centimetre. You can get really good clarity with that.
Yeah, exactly. You really see these three little features on the top. So you have two cameras and the LiDAR, and as you said, we call it the watchtower. And they are positioned as high on the car because it has the best visibility on your surroundings. So at the end, it's also improving the safety for our passengers.
Of course, the first thing you probably notice when you see any car is the color, isn't it? I mean, and this one is beautiful, so I know you put a lot of energy into that.
Yeah, the team developed 10 colors for this car. So the color team decided to show this color, which is called the stratosphere blue. So this color, we are a team which is really inspired by the sky. And this one coming directly for the stratosphere. So the stratosphere is the second layer in the atmosphere, and it's where you have the most pure air. And you have only this color there. So this is why we call it like this. And at the end, for me, it's the best color to fit our brand motto, Blue Sky Coming.
Fantastic, Guillaume. Thanks for explaining it all. It looks beautiful. So we've explored the car from the outside, but what's life like on the inside? To answer that, we're going to Sweden, country renowned for interior design that blends elegance with intelligence. And who's better to explore a living space than someone that creates them for a living? Architect and designer Christina Luck has been exploring how the ET5 Touring feels like a home from home.
There are several important principles of interior design, including function, scale, materiality, lighting, and details. I think all of these principles translate into cars. There are definitely similarities between the design of homes and the design of car interiors. The goal is to make an appealing environment for the occupants, whether they are in their living room or in the driving seat. But then, of course, living rooms don't come with steering wheels. I find car design fascinating. A car is basically a moving piece of architecture. It has to be dynamic and safe, yet comfortable and functional for people. Creating an ambience is important in a living space, or any space where you have to spend a lot of time. And a warm ambience is often achieved with natural materials and soft lighting. Looking at the ET5 Touring, the interior is composed of sinuous lines and sleek materials. And when I sit inside, the cocoon seating design fully envelopes the body and does make you feel safe and relaxed. I think light is the soul of a space. It should enhance the environment. In any spatial design, we have to consider the quality of light during both day and night. It is an integral part of our work. In daytime, we often want to maximize natural light, which is exactly what the ET5 Touring does with its glass roof.
Bon, celle-là devrait être moins chère que l'autre, je pense.
We can play with artificial light, which can completely transform the look and feel of a space.
Confirmer.
This is just as effective in architecture as in automotive design. NIO really understands the importance of light. The ambient lighting inside the ET5 Touring creates a very special mood. Technology can improve comfort and efficiency in a living space, but it has to be carefully integrated. It should be effortless.
Non, après, elles sont belles, hein. Elles sont bien finies à l'intérieur et tout.
Is very important
mais c'est trop cher, quoi.
It is our duty to be aware of and try
après,
to reduce the environmental cost of our
haut de gamme,
actions
quoi.
and
C'est leur stratégie, bon.
It's great to see that this is also a priority for NIO. The use of
Mais
recycled
bon, pour
materials
l'instant, j'ai
reduces the
entendu dire
car's
qu'ils étaient
impact
encore
on
dans
our
le rouge.
world and reduces
Il y a une news
waste.
qui est passée qui est comme quoi ils sont dans le rouge encore, donc
Ergonomics is essential in furniture design.
pas sûr que ça paye quand
Whether
même, on
it's a
verra.
sofa or a car seat, we are designing something shaped for the human body. Comfort is a key consideration in a piece of furniture. After all, you can spend a long time sat in a chair or a car seat. We sit in our cars for many hours, on long journeys. So the seats and the layout should be as comfortable as in our living room. Interior design is all about people. Ultimately, a space or a car only has values when it's being used and appreciated.
Christina, thank you for the great insights. Welcome back to NIO House here in Frankfurt, which you might have noticed isn't like any other car
C'est à
dealership.
Francfort,
From the
d'accord.
light fixings to the furniture, this place feels much more like a living room than a showroom. And with me is NIO's lead interior designer, Philip. Philip, we saw what Christina made of the interior cabin, but can you talk us through what you had in mind when you were designing it?
Well, I think you just said it yourself, second living space. And I think the second living room is something that's very important for our interior design at NIO in general. And just had a chat with Christina
Ouais,
before that
possible,
about
Manuel,
design and
je pensais à ça
architecture.
aussi.
So naturally we draw a lot of inspiration from people just like her. But in regards to the interior of the
Et lui aussi, il est
touring,
français, Philippe, là.
the particular living room we had in mind was one that we called your favorite place. And what we mean by that is that we look at the favorite bars, the favorite restaurants of our users and try to create the same experience. So we look at these places, we look how do they work at the space, how do they organize the space, how do they use light to create a certain mood, a certain ambience. And then what you try is to get that exact same feeling inside of our cars.
So a place you can relax and enjoy. You're obviously a big fan of glass. There's glass everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think light is a big thing for us in interior design at NIO as well. And this light can be artificial, like ambient light, but it can also be natural. And what we try to do here is to get as much light as we can into the cabin, so it makes it feel more spacious, it makes it feel more open and light. And therefore we fitted this really big glass roof on top, which
Bon,
is
j'espère
actually
juste
best in
que
class.
Musk
And
il va
as
se
we are
bouger
NIO,
le
we
cul et
also
va nous
fitted it with
présenter
a
un
little
peu
bit
sa
of
modèle
tech.
2 un
So
jour.
that is
Hein.
our intelligent
Ça serait
glass
bien.
roof dimming that we can see here.
Peut-être en
And what that
2023.
means is that
Hein,
if you're in
Elon.
a very hot environment, very sunny environment, the
Bouge-toi un
glass
peu,
can
là.
adapt. So very
Tout le
hot,
monde
very
l'attend, hein,
sunny,
cette
glass
voiture.
gets a little bit darker, gets a little bit more opaque. So you get even
Enfin,
better
du
protection
moins,
from the
ils
sun as
attendent,
well.
tout le monde
You can
attend
see
plus
that
de
it's
détails,
practically
quoi,
black
parce
and
qu'on
it's
sait les
really
grandes
high light
lignes, mais
environment, so obviously
on n'a pas
working well.
l'autonomie réelle, on
So,
n'a pas le,
Christina was
la
talking about
gamme de
sustainability
prix,
in her film, and is that a
on
consideration
n'a
for you
pas
when
les
you were choosing materials
dimensions,
for the car?
le
I
poids,
mean, yeah, sustainability as an electric
plein de
brand
choses.
always at the core of what we do.
Puis le design
And
aussi,
we have a few very nice
principalement.
sustainable materials inside the interior, but there's one in particular I would like
C'est
to
quand
mention,
même,
which is the fabric
quand
you
même
see on the
important,
door
le
panel.
design d'une
And
voiture.
first of all, we use it here actually to cover a speaker that's inside. There we take inspiration from consumer electronics, from product design. But what's cool about the fabric is it's actually 100% recycled from PET bottles. And in every interior of an ET5 Touring, we're using around 100 bottles that are recycled.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So where you guys really earn your keep as well is the colour combinations of the interior. And so how did you go about that? And what options are there when you buy your car?
So in total we have 6 colors available for the ET5 Touring. And as you remember, Guillaume told me the exterior colors, they are inspired by the sky. Our interior colors, they are inspired by the earth. So we got always very nice earthy tones, I would say.
Ah, il y a
And the
du
one
violet
super
à un
is
coin
cool
intérieur.
gray.
C'est bizarre
All
quand
right, I think
même.
I've got a pretty good feeling for the
C'est
interior,
peut-être un peu
but I
trop,
think what
là.
we need to do is put a passenger in there, or driver. So do we have any volunteers to come and sit in the hot chair?
Pff, qui est volontaire?
Yeah, do
Tout
you
le
want
monde,
to come on?
quoi.
In you go. Try it out for size. That's a good fit. You look comfortable.
I
You
am
look
very
pretty
Bah,
relaxed.
en même temps,
So,
elle est toute
and there's
petite,
loads
la
of
meuf.
buttons here. Can
Tu
you
m'étonnes
talk us
qu'elle est
through,
confortable et
what you
bien
can do with
installée,
the chair
quoi.
and how you can adjust it?
I have to reference Guillaume
Mais
again.
t'es un mec de 2
Remember we
mètres,
talked
c'est
about
plus
human,
marrant.
and I think the human aspect of our design DNA, I think it's even more relevant in interior. So what we
Faut
try to
voir
do
si
is
c'est vraiment
to provide
habitable ou
our
pas.
users
Enfin,
a very comfortable
là,
and a
niveau
very
habitabilité,
joyful
quoi.
journey. So we
C'est
have
bien.
12 ways adjustable seats, we have ventilation, we have heating, we have massage, we have even heating on the second row.
Mais t'es un
And
gros à l'arrière,
heating?
là.
No, you're all right.
For
There's
now.
massage though. See if you can find the massage button. All right.
in fact, the seat's so comfortable, there is this German group of people, the AGR, German Association of Back Health. and
Dutch
They think the
Gate.
seat is outstanding comfort.
That sounds serious. Well, what did they say?
They say das ist sehr gut.
The ultimate verdict. So what can you do? Are there any other creature comforts in this car that I should be aware of?
I think there's one you would like particularly, and that's in the center console. We have a smart fragrance diffuser. So you have 3 small cartridges underneath the console. You can find out yourself maybe later. And what happens is you choose one from the screen, and then these get diffused into your ventilation system and create a really nice scent inside the interior.
That's really clever, because my old car actually dropped a curry into the ventilation system, and whenever I turned the ignition on, I got a waft of vindaloo. So it's a little bit unpleasant. But you look really comfortable in there, so you've obviously done a great job with the interior design.
Vous avez l'air bien confortable.
Thank you. So now it's time to talk about practicality. How does the ET5 Touring handle everyday adventure? And to answer that, we're off on a trip to a well-known tropical surfing destination, Denmark.
Voilà. Si jamais Tesla sort un modèle gay, moi je fais tout le monde, ça sera la voiture du peuple, c'est en moderne. C'est la vision de Musk. Un peu comme Twitter. Ouais, je suis d'accord. Je suis d'accord avec ça.
It's actually my favorite hobby. If the conditions are not really good for surfing, they can be great for kiting. For surfing we need good waves, but for kiting we need good wind. Here on the north coast of Denmark, there's
donc là, l'idée c'est qu'une planche de surf tient dans la voiture, c'est ça?
You can use the wind to ride out to the waves and then catch a wave and ride it back to the shore. It's also really fun to do really high jumps. You feel a little weightless and definitely get an adrenaline rush. It's a super fun feeling. The sport of surfing requires a lot of equipment, so I need a super practical vehicle to carry everything. I have different surfboards for different conditions. I also need leash and fins and wax, and then I have three kites and a kite directional surfboard, a twin tip, a harness, a pump and a bar. For both sports, I need wetsuits in different thicknesses depending on the water temperature. Today it's actually pretty cold. I have to travel a lot for surf trips and competitions. With all the gear, it's a real hustle to travel by plane or by train. So I actually often drive instead. And that means a lot of long road trips. With surfing, conditions can change quickly depending on the waves, the tide and the wind. I need to move quickly to find the best breaks. The car gives me the freedom to do this. It doesn't matter if I kite or surf.
C'est vrai qu'il n'y a que avec la NIO ou T5 que vous pouvez surfer. Avec aucune autre voiture électrique vous pouvez. Impossible.
I spend a lot of time in the car, perhaps more than out on the waves.
Mais il n'y a même pas de haillons.
You're really close with nature, and a healthy ocean is essential for a healthy world.
C'est nul.
Surfers are really conscious about the environment and take positive actions on climate change. An electric car, especially when you recharge it with renewable energy, is a step closer to a better future.
Je sais pas, on n'a pas bien vu en même temps. Là. Ouais, bah écoute, ouais, c'est vrai que je fais pas mal de vidéos. Après, c'est des vidéos assez courtes, donc ça va, mais on essaie d'être régulier, quoi. C'est ça le plus important, surtout.
Spectacular stuff. And who knew that Denmark was such a surfing hotspot? Or should I say, cold spot? But let's get, is there actually decent surfing in Denmark?
Je sais pas, j'ai pas bien vu.
Well, actually, there's a place just near where we've been. It's called Cold Hawaii.
I think I'd still prefer hot Hawaii. Anyway, I've owned lots of station wagons over the years, but I've got to say the ET5 Touring has more useful features than most of them put together. I've seen how Valeska used them. I'm keen to find out for myself, and Philip is back to show me around. So Philip, are there any aspects to the interior here that speak to you on a personal level for your lifestyle?
Well, maybe you caught by my accent, I'm Austrian, so natural, love skiing. What we have in the ET5 Touring is a 40-20-40 split. So the middle falls right down, we get 4 pairs of ski there, grab 3 of my friends, we're good to go for a nice ski trip.
That's fantastic. So it's really versatile space.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea of a station wagon, right? You maybe start your own family, you want a little bit more space, you want camping trips, holidays, pets, a trip to IKEA maybe, and you just need that extra bit of versatility. So for that we got double layer foil here to get even more space, for the second row flap to get more space, and if you even need more space, we also got some roof wells on top.
Awesome. Any
other special gadgets?
And we have the one side, we have this really nice hook up here.
Oh cool, I like that. It's like your own personal dressing room. You can hang your wetsuit up.
Something like that, and there's one thing I think you've never seen before on this ride on this side here. It's a portable flashlight. It pops right out.
I love it. because whenever you go somewhere, you always leave something behind, especially in the dark, but not when you've got one of these.
Never.
So that's great, so I'll keep that. So it's all properly useful stuff, but if you ask me, practicality is nothing without performance. Thankfully, the Touring has a few tricks up its sleeve in that department, including transformers like battery technology, which has to be seen to be believed. And to find out more, I've been on an action-packed road trip starting in the heart of the Netherlands.
Pays-Bas? Non! Chez Max! Chez Max Verstappen.
Well, it doesn't get much more Dutch than this. We're here in Lochem, 130 kilometres away from Amsterdam in the east of the Netherlands. And over there in Germany, 400 kilometres away, it's one of my all-time favourite automotive playgrounds. And it's not the Nürburgring. I've got the car, the snacks, all I need is a good co-pilot. And fortunately, I know just the guy. This is Danilo, NIO's chief engineer, and it's his job to make sure this car puts a smile on people's faces. I'm already smiling, so I'm really looking forward to this. Danilo, are you ready to rock?
Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
Can you tell me a bit more about this car, though? All NIO vehicles come with all-wheel drive, that's standard. It's got 2 electric motors, but what's the power split front to rear?
So yeah, any NIO car has a dual motor layout. In this car we have 210 kilowatt in the rear and 150 kilowatt in the front. And the overall torque, which is the most fun part, is 7,000 Newton meter at the wheels.
So all that tech is fantastic, but there's one thing I'm really excited about with this car, because the way it charges is unlike any other electric car in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, we have something very special there, and you're gonna like it.
Okay, looking forward to it. Now this is what you call a charging station. Of course, you can charge your NIO at home or using one of the regular rapid chargers, but this is one of NIO's power swap stations, and it's going to replace our spent battery with a fresh, fully charged battery. And all we've got to do is reserve one, rock up, and let the magic happen. And the car will even drive itself in there in autonomous mode, which is fine by me.
C'est ça aussi qui se paye hein, avec NIO, le swapping de batterie là.
So we're being aligned, and then the machinery inspects the floor, checks the battery as well.
Il répercute ça sur les prix des voitures, quoi.
Oh, and we're off. The robots are removing our battery and replacing it with a new one using laser-guided bolts. It's like something from a Transformers movie.
Yeah, indeed.
It's really cool. How long is this going to take?
Well, the whole process will take 5 minutes, which obviously is way faster than plugging and charging. And yeah, it's time for a coffee, no?
Barely time for a coffee. And the great thing is you don't have to get out of the car, haven't got to get your hands dirty at a fuel pump, so it's pretty clean and easy. Down we go.
Now we have the new battery in, the system will need to reboot.
Yep.
And as soon as ready, we will have the green light, and off we go.
So, Danilo, how many of these swap stations are there?
We have nearly 1,500, and we are adding week by week. And the good part of it, of this network, if we can actually have the opportunity to upgrade your battery.
Okay, so you could come in here and drive out with a bigger capacity battery than what you came in with.
Exactly, is what happened now. Basically, we came in with the 75 kilowatt hour. We will go out with the 100 kilowatt hour. Soon we will release the 150 kilowatt hour in China and later on in Europe for a very long range.
So if you translate that into combustion terms, we're basically driving out of here with a bigger capacity fuel tank. With the EV, the more energy your battery can hold, the longer your range. So what range have we got now?
So with 100 kilowatt hour battery, we can go up to 560 kilometers.
560 de multiplié 100 kWh.
Oh yeah.
So we're off. So 560, that's enough to go from London to Paris and do a few laps of Paris.
C'est un peu plus que l'autre, mais c'est pas beaucoup.
What do you mean?
C'est 32 plus, quoi.
This is the formidable Bilsterberg circuit, deep in the forests of German Westphalia and once a secret test facility. This 4.2-kilometre roller coaster of a racetrack designed by Hermann Tilke is the perfect place to let the ET5 Touring off the leash. All right, cool. So I'm going to put it into Sport Plus mode.
Yep.
And so with the 2 electric motors, we've got the equivalent of 480 brake horsepower that's going to send us down the track to 100 kilometers an hour in 4 seconds. That's like supercar speeds.
I really guess you can beat that time.
You think? You better hang on then.
All right,
here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow! It's like spaceship acceleration. The first thing I noticed, the first corner, was the really good rotation. I'm guessing that that's partly coming because you've got 50-50 weight distribution, so you equal amount of weight on the front axle, equal weight on the rear, and that means you can manipulate the car in with the steering. The centre of gravity is very, very low. You've got the battery packs right in the floor there. You don't notice any sudden weight transfers. It's all very predictable, and the car feels planted. You can anticipate what's happening.
Good weight distribution, very low center of gravity. Also the wide tracks will help to the stability of the car.
Yeah.
And also it's a very high rollover resistance coefficient, so you can maybe dare a little bit more in driving.
Oh, can I? That sounds like a challenge if ever I heard one. This corner's something else. I love that instant hit you get. The torque just goes straight through the motors into the back wheels. You can feel it squat with the front also pulling us through the corner. And you also have 5-link suspension on the front and the rear, which is actually unusual in a car in this class. That's quite sophisticated, advanced engineering, and means that the suspension can absorb forces in multiple directions. It also tends to smooth out the ride and handling. I mean, that's quite impressive.
You need to have a lot of rigidity as well from the body in white. We've been using hybrid materials between steel for the cabin area where you don't want any deformation also in case of crash. But then we are using also aluminum for the lightweight, which is also important for the acceleration and all the dynamics. And then we use the mega casting, especially in the rear, which give us a very rigid rear end. So also in the weight transfers, as you mentioned before.
Because effectively the chassis twists, so it's great to have a car like this with a high grip level, but the chassis has to take that load, and there is an element of twist, and you want that because it helps with weight transfer, but you don't want too much. So that's why you're building in the hybrid components.
Yeah, exactly.
Ça doit être un truc comme ça. Hein.
So we're getting tyre squeal. We're really working these tyres and these compressions, but the suspension's really taking it well. I mean, performance is something you've obviously built into this car, and you've got that in your background. 2015, I know you guys won the Drivers' Championship in Formula E, and of course you developed the EP9, which is one of the world's fastest electric cars. So I guess it's part of your mindset.
It is. We pay a lot of attention to that. We're very happy to beat the Nürburgring record back in 2017 with the EP9, and then the EP9 became also a development tool, if you want, because we were also using it on autonomous drive development. We're beating records in multiple circuits without the driver on board.
Ils n'ont pas dit 1,6 tonne pour les électriques aussi. J'ai même fait la news de ça. Je sais de quoi je parle.
At the wheel and really making the most of this. Fantastic.
Mais 1,6 tonne pour les électriques, ça serait trop peu pour le coup.
I mean, we're in Sport Plus, which is the most, if you like, aggressive performance mode. But there's 9 modes, is that right, in total? So you can vary it.
You can go from Eco Plus, which of course is useful when you are low distance and you want to take care of your range. All the way to Sport Plus, and in between we have modes for special events like sand, snow, mud, and so to give as much assist, as much personalization as possible.
Parce que le poids de la batterie, le problème c'est le poids des batteries.
It's really fun. I mean, there's a lot of energy here in the track, and
et puis une électrique, ça pollue moins qu'une thermique, donc on va pas commencer à les taxer non plus, quoi. Le jour où les batteries sont plus trop lourdes, oui, on pourra éventuellement taxer sur le principe. Peut-être dans 10 ans, quoi.
Total stopping distance
is
below 34 meters,
which is extremely short.
Après, il y avait aussi des bearings électriques qui font 1,6 tonne. Pour le coup, la modèle 3 doit aller faire 1,6 tonne.
I'm not sure whether you, the passenger. That was a lot of fun, at least for me. I'm not sure so much for you. Have you recovered yet?
It was great fun, and thank you for driving me around.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for explaining all the technical side. And for me, the real standout breakthrough is the battery swapping. So congratulations
Kona, par exemple,
for such a
c'est plus
bold
petit qu'un NIO,
invention.
c'est un petit SUV compact.
Speaking of clever stuff, we're going to take a trip
Ça
across
fait
now
pas
to
de mal,
China
c'est
for
pas
a
un truc de
special
5
NIO
mètres
science
non plus,
lesson.
quoi. Tu vas pas y taxer ça quand même. C'est abusé. Sinon, tu taxes toutes les voitures en fait.
Hello， 大家好，我是未来产品体验负责人泰。
Ah, des Chinois.
我是影视飓风的 CEO Tim， 也是
C'est
未
bon,
来
c'est
一
bien
汽的
NIO
车
du
主。
coup.
我们是 TNT 组合。其实说白了，今天应该是一个3T 组合，为什么呢？
因为现在我的这辆车是未来 ET5的 Touring 版本，真的是非常非常帅的一辆车。从外面来看，这个外观是我非常喜欢的一个车型。
Tim， 今天你将是第一个体验到 ET5 旅行版的人。
Pas terrible ça.
我感到非常荣幸，但是我迫不及待的想去试一试它更多的功能。
好，我们出发。
出发。
Tim， 这个作为一个科技圈的顶流博主，在开始今天 ET5 旅行版的智能体验介绍之前，你觉得对于一个旅行版车辆来说的话，什么是对它最重要的一个场景？
拖挂车、拖挂模式、露营模式，然后这个下车不断电，这些其实基本上都是旅行版车子需要有的功能。
其实今天我们对于 ET5 旅行版的一个使用体验，通过斑燕智能系统进行了更多的不止于这些功能的优化。比如说长途体验之下的话，我们今天的换电站的搜索、领航的体验也会大幅度的提升和改进。今天也为你准备了一个小小的彩蛋，你可以试着用你的2个手指双击一下我们的中控屏，
就是这样吗？
对。现在你就可以看到，在地图上面撒出了我们所有周边可以显示到的这个换电站的图层。平时你对 Nomi 的反馈如何？
我个人非常喜欢，因为它不像是别的那种交互助手一样，就是冷冰冰的给你一个回答。就我一直以为它这个屏幕是一个黑白屏。直到有一天，我发现他拿出一个红包，
结果发现是彩屏。
对，我发现是彩屏，然后我惊呆了。这个给我的惊喜特别大。
表情一直以来都是我们的用户，特别是小朋友们特别喜欢的一个东西。前面一个是送小朋友的，这个呢我们送给大人。Hi Nomi，
que j'aime pas les vieilles voitures, mais c'est le cas, désolé. T'as activé le 205, t'es mort. C'est clair.
是的，接下来的话呢，我们会让它通过 NIO 的 App 和大家的手机进行同步。要么你来试一试 Nomi 最新的一个能力。
Ah, il m'énerve ceux-là là.
Hi Nomi。
On va baisser le son de ceux-là, les Chinois. On comprend rien à ce qu'ils disent quoi. Une 205, c'est pas le même niveau de sécurité, Hervé, même que ta voiture de maintenant, au final. Donc il faut quand même relativiser là. Même ta voiture de maintenant est plus sécure quand même.
贾维斯的现实版，因为它有个实体，然后它更像是一个 ChatGPT 的可爱智能实体版。
除了 Nomi 之外的话，还有什么功能是你平时最常用的？
我觉得必须是 NOP Plus 增强辅助驾驶，这个对我来说实在是太有用了。就平常的话，我现在上高速或者高架，我自己实际参与驾驶，基本都是 NOP Plus 来帮我。
C'est pas pour autant qu'il faut mettre en avant 205 qui faisait 650 kg.
上次有一个车主，我记得他跟我说，春节的时候从东北一路 NOP Plus 到了三亚。
C'est impossible.
这都能够完成吗？就相当于基本上没有什么。
Bon, et les Chinois commencent à me saouler, on va les muter.
这个今天的 NOP Plus 领航辅助，
Je baisse vraiment le son à fond parce qu'il me saoule.
的时候，不光会感知前向的、侧向的，甚至于从后方快速插入的这样一些车辆，它也可以提前进行预判。你注意看它的这个视觉感知，这辆车它有加塞意图的时候，我们就会用蓝色把它的左半侧车身高亮起来。 这个时候就代表我们的 NOP Plus 已经识别到了这辆车有加塞的意图。
然后它真的很像是一个老司机，你会发现就是它非常顺滑的可以完成变道，还有各种操作，就好像是一个人在驾驶。
今天我们把 ET5 旅行版带到了一个标准的城区路况，来让你感受一下最新的城区 BEV 模型。
这也太多了，又是人，又是巴士，又是自行车，又是那些全部塞满。但是我最震撼的是，眼前所有的东西都被重建出来了。
是的，是的，而且除了这些目标以外的话，像我们路边的这个马路的边缘路基，都可以基于这套 BEV 的感知模型全面的显示出来。
那接下来 TED 你们有什么规划吗？
我们从今天开始的 NOP Plus 就已经用上了 BEV 以及它背后的这样一个基于大模型的端到端的一个决策规划和控制的体系了。这也是刚才你看到了，在我们桥上的这一段 NOP Plus 的体验中，其实它会更像老司机，
它会非常熟练，再进行各种操作，就完全没有机械的味道。
所以实现熟练的操作的前提是你要有一个非常精准的全面的感知能力。
那接下来 NAD 是会同步在欧洲也会发布吗？
其实，在欧洲的话，由于它的一个基础设施、法律法规还有研发进度的不同，那么今年呢，我们会首先还是在中国，我们会在 Q3 开始进行 NAD 城区 beta 的这样一个功能的领航和早鸟计划。那么欧洲的话呢，它的 NOP Plus 和 NAD 的功能，我们会接下来呢在欧洲专门组织跟大家的沟通和交流。在斑叶 2.0 上面，我们还推出了一个新的东西，这个你之前应该也知道，就是这个 Unbox。
那个 AI 眼镜，这个其实是去年发布的这个 AI 眼镜，那时候已经有一些认知了。
那今天通过 Unbox， 实际上一辆车可以同时支持4路的 AI 眼镜的一线直连输出。
所以逻辑上只要一根线，就是每个人都是一根线，然后车上4个人都可以享受到这个 AR 的。
对的，接下来的话呢，你应该比较熟悉了。
这个是 Switch， 这个我认识。
好 ，Unbox 还会支持到一个它的一个输入，也就是 DP In。有了 DP In 以后的话，在有 Unbox 的车型里边，你就可以把所有你想得到的这种游戏设备，只要支持 DP In， 都可以往这个里面一放，这样就可以通过车辆原生输出它的一个实时的一个内容，而且可以用它的手柄来进行娱乐。我今天还是真的是你看啊，我把我的手柄也准备起来了。这个时候，如果车内你能够听到这个音频就好了。
其实你面前现在就有个很大的屏幕，对吧？
是这样的，现在我眼睛里边显示的内容，它是一个投影在6米之外的一个201寸的大屏，而且它是跟整个车的这个车舱相对固定的。这个时候，其实我眼睛头从这边移开了以后，我能看到的是你的人。
它并不会跟着你的眼睛跑过来，
它并不会跟着我的
空间定位的。
没错，相当于它在虚拟空间之中就固定在了前方，像一个巨型的影院一样。我们接下来的这个功能推出，在国内和欧洲也会有一个分步推出的一个过程。体验了这么多 ET5 旅行版的智能体验，能不能帮我们总结出几个关键词来形容一下？
我首先说一个词的话是带劲，3个词的话就是好开、好玩、好智能。好开的话，今天我觉得无论这辆车本身的驾驶体验，还是 NOP Plus 都让我印象深刻。而且之后的 NAD， 我觉得也离我们非常近，我非常期待它的落地。然后好玩的话，那我觉得今天的 AR 和 Unbox 这2个本身也让我看到它的可能性。你能够看到这个巨大的荧幕，然后每个人都有一个独享的空间。
Que les gens qui ont créé, qui ont construit la voiture, qui est le designer et tout, ils parlent bon, ça me choque pas, c'est normal. Mais eux, j'avoue que là, ils sont un peu hors sujet, quoi, en fait.
这么一颗优秀的系统，那我觉得这是非常特别的一点。它有着它的温度，又有着它非常便携各种智能的功能，被非常良好的结合到了一起。所以从这里我也能够看到未来的这种为用户思考的这种底蕴吧。
所以你觉得对这个接下来 ET5 旅行版有什么样的期待吗？
哇，我真的心动了，实话说，这可能就是我要说的唯一一个词，就是我真的很心动。
好的，非常感谢 Tim， 我们相信 ET5 旅行版一定不负期待。
Ted, you look like you're having a lot of fun and you're really rocking those AR glasses.
Thanks a lot.
What is it that makes you most proud about the ET5 Touring?
First, definitely is design. ET5 Touring really sets itself apart from a typical station wagon. It is elegant yet poised. It balances between beauty and utility. And also those iconic watchtower sensor layout design is really unique and progressive. And secondly, of course, is performance. With the EP9 high-performance genes in itself, the ET5 Touring really is already a 4-second club member, and with a single driver, you can do it in 3. And lastly, I think, is the smart mobile living space, where it blends the latest technology with human design, that it actually makes it creating a unique atmosphere for each journey joyful. And with the Banyan system, it will be the most competitive and powerful computing platform for smart cockpit and intelligent driving.
Fantastic. So for people who are watching who want to buy one of these cars, how do they get their hands on one?
Okay, so the ET5 Touring will be available in Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. If you're interested, you can make a reservation online today. ET5 Touring comes with two battery options. 75 kilowatt-hour as the standard range, and 100 kilowatt-hour as the long range. You can choose the battery capacity according to your need.
Regardez, merde, j'ai coupé le son au lieu de faire pause. Oh non.
5 Touring
Attendez, on va
to the
mettre les prix,
buying
hein,
of
parce que...
battery capacity.
Putain, aux Pays-Bas, c'est 4 000 € plus cher aux Pays-Bas qu'en Allemagne, globalement, quoi. Qu'est-ce qui justifie ça, en vrai, quoi? Le seul moyen de recharger une voiture électrique chez moi, c'est au Lidl, à 2 km. Ouais, encore faut-il que la borne soit pas prise, quoi. Bon, après, ça peut se faire, hein. C'est un peu chiant, mais c'est gérable, quoi. Sinon, tu tiens une rallonge de ton appart. De 20 mètres ou 30. Alors, regardez les tarifs avec location de batterie. Ouais, du coup, le tarif baisse à 47 500 €. Donc, si c'était commercialisé en France, pour le coup, peut-être qu'elle aurait le droit au bonus. La voiture avec batterie en location. Par contre, ouais, encore une fois, 169 € par mois pour la version 75 et 289 pour la version 100 kWh. Mais c'est n'importe quoi. C'est risible. 289 € par mois, c'est une LLD de voiture électrique, on va dire convenable, en tarif, quoi.
As a service,
C'est vraiment
BAS. It means you can own a car while leasing the battery. BAS lowers the initial purchase cost for users and offers the battery as a real energy service, allowing the unique battery swap experience and the possibility of switching to a different battery capacity on demand. From now till July 31st, users who have made a reservation online will get a complimentary comfort package, which includes front seat power cushion adjustment, front seat ventilation and massage, steering wheel heating, rear seat heating, and smart fragrance with ionizers. Journey ahead. I really look forward to you experiencing the ET5 Touring. Now, I would like to invite Ben, our audience and presenters, to take a closer look at the ET5 Touring. Welcome.
Welcome, les gens.
So that's it for our whirlwind tour of the world from Scandinavia to Shanghai, from science to surfing. We've covered it all and seen what the ET5 Touring is really all about. Smooth styling, pure electric speed, clever functionality and groundbreaking technology, all wrapped up in a station wagon. What more could you ask for? Thank you to our contributors for your awesome films and to the NIO experts for explaining the technology, and to you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye.
Ouais, bon. Merci à vous. Fin du live. Donc, pour résumer, c'est beau, c'est premium, mais c'est trop cher. C'est bien trop cher et pas très efficient au final. Manque d'efficience pour ces deux voitures. L'une comme l'autre d'ailleurs. Le T5, elle a à peine plus d'autonomie au final. Donc, bah, NIO, c'est non. NIO, c'est non. Désolé, mais c'est toujours non. Il va falloir progresser au niveau des tarifs surtout là, parce que ça va pas du tout. Bon allez, je vous laisse, à demain pour la F1, 19h30. Sur les mêmes chaînes Kik et Twitch et Team Motorsport. Bye bye, merci à tous d'avoir été là.